Homeward Bound, Daily Devotional by Ellen G. White. Nights in Prayer, May 28th. And it came to pass in those days that he went into a mountain to pray, and continued all night in prayer to God. Luke chapter 6, verse 12. The Majesty of heaven, while engaged in his earthly ministry, prayed much to his Father. He was frequently bowed all night in prayer. His spirit was often sorrowful as he felt the powers of darkness of this world, and he left the busy city and noisy throng to seek retired place to make intercession. The Mount of Olives was a favorite resort of the Son of God for his devotion. Frequently, after the multitude had left him for the retirement of the night, he rested not, though weary with the labors of the day. In the Gospel of John we read, "And every man went unto his own house. Jesus went unto the Mount of Olives." While the city was hushed in silence and the disciples had returned to their own homes to obtain refreshment in sleep, Jesus slept not. His divine pleading were ascending to his Father from the Mount of Olives, that his disciples might be kept from the evil influences which they would daily encounter in the world, and that his own soul might be strengthened and braced for the duties and trials of the coming day. All night, while his followers were sleeping, was their divine teacher praying. The dew and frost of the night fell upon his head and upon his bowed head in prayer. His example is left for us, his followers. The Majesty of heaven, while engaged in his mission, was often in earnest prayer. He did not always visit Olivet, for his disciples had learned his favorite retreat and often followed him. He chose the stillness of the night, when there would be no interruptions. Jesus could heal the sick and raise the dead. He was himself a source of blessing and strength. He commanded even the tempest, and they obeyed him. He was unsullied with corruption, a stranger to sin, yet he prayed, and that often with strong crying and tears. He prayed for his disciples and for himself, thus identifying himself with our needs and our weaknesses and our failings, which are so common to humanity. He was a mighty petitioner, not possessing the passions of our human fallen nature, but compassed with like infirmities, tempted in all points even as we are. Jesus endured agony which required help and support from his Father. Homeward Bound,